Hi, this is Stacia, and today I'm going to show you a common and very fun trap that you can set in the King's Gambit. I've played this particular trap many times, and I've had many quick wins with it. Also, I should disclose that I did not come up with this. National Master Michael Jolson, who's been playing the King's Gambit for well over 2 decades, is the one who showed me this. He had it in an actual tournament game, and I've had it in many Blitz games since. So I want to share this with you guys. Let's start. E4, E5, F4. So this is how you play the King's Gambit. I'm going to turn the engine off. We don't need it for this. Okay, black takes the pawn. This is the most common move that you'll see. The most challenging move as well. Knight F3. This is natural and guards the H4 square. Very important because sometimes the queen will come in with some nasty checks. And now D5. Okay. So another move that you'll commonly see is G5, in which case you can play H4, and that's the main line. And I do have a video of that on my channel you can check out. And probably second most common, or maybe even more common at the club level, is this move, D5. This is the King's Gambit modern defense. And I also have a video on this on my channel if you'd like to check that out. So I'll link those two below. We take the pawn. This is the main move. And now black should play Knight F6. But a common move that you will see, and I'm not saying it's good, but it is common, is queen takes. So I've seen many players do this. You can simply attack the queen with knight c3, the most natural move in the world, and you should. And now their idea is that they're going to check you. Okay, so this position is where we're going to play our sneaky move. So I want you to pause your video and just tell me, what would you play here? What are some normal moves? I'll wait. Okay, so I think totally normal moves here would be moves like queen e2. I don't want to play that as a King's Gambit player. I'm kind of cringing. I don't want to trade queens, but it's possible. Also bishop e2, I'm half cringing because I want my bishop aggressively placed on the c4 square, not in front of my king. And if you leave the engine on, it will mention those two moves, but it also mentions a third move. So this is legit. King F2. Yeah, and if you're wondering what this is fun. All right, so King F2. Part of what I like about this move is psychologically, you're kind of messing with your opponent. You're saying, King F2, sneaky, and they're going, are you an idiot? Why are you putting your king on F2? And if they're not careful, a lot of people will do this next move, bishop check. Totally normal. The best move is actually queen b6 check, which is totally unnatural, but you'll see why soon. Okay, so we should thrust our d-pawn, block the bishop, right? Nothing could be more natural. And now black has one chance to save themselves here. And the position's still fine. You can play this way. They have one chance, and I won't tell you what the move is yet. But in a blitz game I had recently, my opponent went here. And if they go anywhere like this, which it's natural to go here and maybe here to maintain pressure. But now white has a win. Yeah, so if you want to pause your video again and find the win, go ahead and do so now. Yeah, it's this. Check. Now this move looks ridiculous because, Stacia, didn't you learn, like in chess first grade, that black will play c6 and attack your bishop? Yeah, now I have to move my bishop again, right? No. Rook e1. Now the queen is pinned to the king. This queen is basically toast. And black can take the bishop if they want, because I like queens. And I'll show you the rest of my blitz game just for fun. I mean, basically we're up a lot of material here. I took here. They went here defending the fork. This is just an example of how it would go. I played this silly move. Hey, I figured at this point my opponent likes traps. They like to fall for traps, so I was hoping they'd take the bishop. They did this, but now I have clearance. Clearance, clearance. Bishop takes, knight check, and my opponent resigned. So, okay, but we're not done. Let's go back and look at a couple important points. Okay, king f2, here, d4. Now, one thing I want to let you know about is white can save their skin with this move, bishop e7. The reason being, you can't pin the queen to the king if the bishop's in the way, so that's the idea there. Although, you can still play on and have an okay game from here. The next point that I want to bring up is that similar positions happen. Like, for example, let's say knight here. And let's say we play d4. I don't want to play that. Let's say we play this. Okay, just normal move. The reason being that I want to put the knight on f6 to show you something. If the knight is on f6, you do not want to play this way, okay? Like, let's say they take now. Here, check. Now king f2 isn't as good anymore, okay? Because king f2, and there's this move. And it turns out that this is pretty strong for black. They check. So the whole point of playing king f2 is to clear the e1 square and clear the first rank for the rook. But guess what? When they check you like this, yeah, I have nowhere to go. I probably have to go here, and now my rook is blocked, and this is just a bad position. So don't go for that. So make sure that the knight is not on f6 when you play this way. And now we'll do a quick review because it's fun. So e4, e5, f4, knight f3, d5. This is the second most common move, maybe most common, so you will see this a lot. And it's when black takes with the queen that this is especially an option. So we'll go knight here, check, king f2, the key move. And without the knight on f6, this is totally playable. Okay, a lot of times they'll play this silly move, checking us. We block. And if they don't go bishop e7, black is now lost. Check. We're simply clearing the first rank for the rook. And even if they attack the bishop with a pawn, we ignore that and play rook e1, and white has won the game. So there's my little trap for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or any input on this line, I'd love to hear it. Thank you and have a great day. I'll be back with more videos.